I mean, there is you now, but like in the world of this content creator on YouTube, it's not like there's like decades of history that people could study.
Exactly. And that's one of the hardest things. Like, if you're trying to become like a great basketball player, get a fucking mentor. There's plenty of people who have spent their lives, like, you know, an NBA players or college players at a high level. Get a mentor. Anything you're doing, if there's someone who, if you can get a mentor, get it. It's like fucking cheat codes. It's like that guy I took from 20 grand to 400 grand a month. Like, that would take him like a decade on his own. And I was just like, here you go, just do this, you know, once a week for 8 months. And that's the thing. Yeah, for what I did, no one has done it. And so there's never any point where I could have a mentor that could help me. And I don't even know what you were saying that inspired this, but it is something that's like a pet peeve of mine. Like, bro, it's a mentor is a fucking cheat code. If you're in an industry where you can get one, get one. Like people, like a lot of people enjoy, if they're really passionate about what they do, they enjoy talking about it. They'll mentor you for free just because it's what they love.
But what's fascinating about a guy like you is you didn't have a mentor and you became one.
Exactly.
Like you figured the system out.
And my point would be like, if I knew what I knew now, like 3 years ago, I mean, I'd be on 500 million subscribers or whatever. Like my growth would have been so much more extreme. It's like knowledge is just so OP, and like that's like I don't know, just one of my things that I just really want to drill in your fucking heads. It's like if you're in an industry where there are other experts, like just have them teach you what they just spent the last 20 years studying. Don't you go on your own 20-year journey. Like just learn from them, then start your journey.
You can learn so much from people that have already accomplished things. You can. But at some point in time, you also have to learn how to be yourself.
Agreed. Yeah, you leverage it. You know, filter out the stuff you want to keep or whatever. But it's like I don't know. It's there's nothing more valuable in life, in my opinion, at least entrepreneurial wise, than having someone like that.
You know, it's massive, and it's also creates a community because like clearly you've done an amazing service for these people that you helped, and they'll probably play it forward. And if they pay it forward and then they do it for other people, like I do that with comics, and I see other comics do the same thing where they help other stand-ups and mentor them and take them on the road and give them gigs and give them advice, and you see it growing, and there's like a community that comes out of that that's also it's very valuable.
Yeah. And fun, like new friends, whatever.
Fun, friends, good times. Like that's one of the cool things about your videos. It's like it's not just you having fun. You have this whole gang of friends, and everyone's laughing and having a great time. And you look down, it's like 50 million views. Like holy shit!
I know,
like,
which is
beautiful
on purpose. And that environment, that feel is so hard to get because you know most people want to, again, with these big projects, you want to script it because scripting gets budget down, gets filmed. You can take a 50-hour shoot and reduce it to 5 minutes. Or, sorry, not 5 minutes, 5 hours if you script it, which you can also reduce your budget costs by like 60% if you script shit. And so that's why you don't see a lot of stuff like what we do because no one wants to do it authentic and just like let shit happen. And, you know, things can go wrong or take way longer. They just want to script it and then give you, you know, the boys lines and shit like that.
But part of the things going wrong in your videos is what makes it fun.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's why I do it the way I do, which is now it's more normal. But when I was growing, especially as I'm like bringing people from LA, like, hey, can you help me? Or other people try to help make this stuff happen. It's like so unorthodox. And like every person has an idea of how you could like make things more efficient. And there always points back to like some form of scripting. And it's like, no, fuck no, go away.
Yeah, that's, I mean, look, you've got a formula. And it's not even a formula. It's just authenticity.
Exactly.
You know?
Like Chris, one of the guys in the videos, he's my first subscriber. He's been my friend. It's not like I went to LA and hired some actor. He just literally, he's been day one. And then the other guy, Carl, he was my editor that Chris literally just became friends with. And Chris was like, I don't want to film unless Carl's around. I was like, well, fuck. All right, Carl, you're part of the team. and Chandler, the other guy, was my janitor. And we had him in a video because someone like backed out or something. So we were like, fuck it, you're here, just go in. And then he said one line, like, it was a challenge where they couldn't leave a circle, or last leave circle wins 10 grand. And he asked at one point, he's like, can I throw my poop at the other contestants to get them out? And I was like, no. But people thought that was the funniest thing ever, that he would think about throwing his poop. And everyone's like, we want the poop guy back. And so my janitor ended up just, you know, and then he also became really good friends with Chris as well in that video. And so now my janitor is one of our people. And so it's like, we're all just friends. And it's not like, it's not like we're hand selecting actors from LA or New York. It's literally just like, yeah, just random guys from North Carolina that get along well.
Well, I think that's why it works, because no one feels like an actor and everyone feels like just a regular person having fun.
I guarantee you they're all hanging out right now, just like doing some dumb shit like watching anime or whatever. Like that's I know. I'm very grateful. And how we've gone this many years, this many videos, and they don't hate each other and they still are friends. I don't know. I feel like I've gotten a little lucky there, because they legit hang out and do stuff all the time.
I think it's a little bit of trickle down from the top too, because you're so generous and you're so friendly and you have such a good time and you do enjoy this sort of camaraderie. That like all that kind of, it always is like whoever is like the head guy, it trickles down to everyone else in the environment. It makes it really does. Like you set the tone.
Yeah, I agree. I'm grateful. Well, I mean, but it's like, again, I got a little lucky. I didn't hand select or anything. It's just like, oh, we're all friends, and somehow here we are. You know, now they all have millions of followers. We're all still friends, and they're not like divas or anything. And it's been good.
Well, listen, man, it's awesome. I'm happy for you. I think it's cool as shit. I think it's an amazing example for people, and it's also it's for young people to realize that there is this path, and it's not just a path of like modern, you know, moderate success. It's a path of massive success, gigantic 224 million view videos, and it all is done by a regular guy.
Yeah, you have to just, and you know, it's what is it? It's like if you don't find what you love, you're just not, you're gonna quit before you get to that point. You genuinely have to find what you love. If you get any takeaway, sorry, it's like a habit to look at the camera. So sometimes
go ahead, look at the camera.
Like you have to find what you love, because if you find what you love and you obsess over day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year for a decade, you're going to achieve some form of success. But if you don't truly love it, you're going to quit way before you get like that compound growth and you really get ultra levels of success. So in my opinion, the easiest way to be successful is just find something you truly love. And yeah.
Wise words from Mr. Beast. Last question. Why Mr. Beast? Where'd that name come from?
You know, Xbox Live, like Xbox. Yes. Yeah. It just, when I was like 11, it was just like, it randomized, and it was like Mr. Beast 6000. And so my username used to be Mr. Beast 6000, and then on Xbox, and then that's what I used on my YouTube channel. And then when I was like 14 or 15, I was like, why the fuck is there a 6000 in this? And but I was like, fuck, like, I was getting like 100 views a video, but I was like, fuck, it's part of my brand. 100 views a video brand, whatever the fuck that is. Like, I don't know. And I had like this, I removed the 6,000, then I put it back, and I just like, every month I'd add it back and remove it, but then I'd drop the 6,000, and it was just Mr. Beast.
Wise words from Mr. Beast, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. It was a lot of fun. I really appreciate it. And congratulations.
Now
on
I don't have to
everything
keep
you've done.
listening to my fucking self.